Hi, it's Johannes again, and I'm back with another plugin, and it's called SpiceDevice, and it looks like this. Um, this is the plugin that I used to call Balance while developing it, and it's a plugin. Yeah, it's a plugin. It's an EQ plugin with preset curves for that serves different purposes while mixing or mastering. And the idea with this is if you're working with a track and you don't really know, you don't get it to the point where you want it to be, or you maybe lack inspiration, you can put this on and try these different settings to see if you can make the song sound more the way you want, or surprise yourself and get a total new sound from it. So how it works, it's you chose spice, and all these are different EQ curves: umami, chicory, garlic, borage, and salt. And you can read more about the different curves in the manual. And you have an amount knob. These are the main tools that you're gonna, or the main settings that you're gonna use the most. And you start to, when you go into positive values to the right, it will add the curve, and if you go negative, it will do the opposite. So it's meant for positive values, but we realize that sometimes the track need is less of something than the other way around. So we added negative values, which is pretty cool. And you can use that in other ways as well, and more about that in the manual. Maybe I'll do a short video later to show that. And there's an automated loudness algorithm in this plugin. So when you use the amount knob, it's compensating for the perceived loudness, so you don't get fooled by the loudness. And another thing is that you probably can leave, if you have a compressor or other dynamic plugins or hardware later in the chain, you probably can leave those settings as is, or just tweak them a little bit, because the volume won't, or the level won't be affected that much with this plugin. Okay, I'm just gonna hit play somewhere in this track and show you what the different settings does. Let's start with the umami, my favorite spice. I'm driving. Amongst the winter flowers, I'm driving. I'm driving. In a crystal. So you can hear that umami adds a bit of warmth and concentrate on the lower mids and high bass frequencies. You can see that it's colored differently, and that means that I think that when you go into the red, it's over the top. You're doing too much. So keep it within the green. But sometimes you have a track that actually need a lot, so red values may be okay. And the main principle, as with all audio, as long as it sounds good, it's good. You don't have to be worried. If it just sounds good, it's good. Okay, chicory, let's try that and see how that sounds with this track. Amongst the winter flowers, I'm driving. No, not better. Oh. I'm driving. In a crystal world, I'm driving. I'd say that Borage probably sound the best with this track, but I liked Umami the most because I always like Umami. It's why I chose the name, because I actually love it while cooking as well. So that's how you're using this. Just the basic settings. We have some additional controls on the side, which you can use as if you want. So you can either choose to work the standards is left and right, the stereo signal, or the mid, or some, or the sides. And you can do that when you think, let's say, maybe you want to change the stereo image a little bit. So let's just put this on the sides and see how it sounds. And I choose garlic for that and play again. I'm driving. So you can alter the stereo image a little bit. And we also have a clipper, and it was implemented because some beta testers said that because of the shape of the peaks will change, sometimes the peaks will be higher than the original audio. So they wanted a clipper or a limiter, so we added the clipper and can use that as well. I'm gonna have it in off position most of the times and use a limiter and other clippers later in the chain, but it's a okay clipper. Nothing special, but it's okay clipper. It doesn't leave too much of a print on the audio. And that's it. I hope you like it. It's available on Patreon right now, and I'm gonna post it on the site as well later. So see you later, and have a nice